Hey, the Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my Naruto SD Rock Lee Springtime of Youth episode 13 review. For part one, then part two. So this is part one right here, and part one of the episode, pretty good, pretty good. It kind of almost has a serious tone to it actually, which is very interesting. Usually this show is really gag-like, so but things are getting little tensions are rising in this. So I'm just like, all right then, all right. So basically they're supposed to be doing some training, some physical training, and the other conduct a test for these for their students basically. So they're thinking what they can do and stuff like that. And apparently, Kakashi was like, well, Naruto has actually surpassed me in strength at this point. So the teachers always, the student always passes the teacher. It happens. You can't be on top forever. And so that made Guy, I guess, think, and he's like, he's wondering, is my students at that level or what? And so I guess he ends up doing the test, and he wants to do one-on-one combat with each of his students. So yeah, 10-10 Negi, they get it off easy. They get some of the easiest stuff. They just do a little bit of moves, you pass, and then I'm like, come on. And then freaking when he goes to Rock Lee. I mean, I know he's trying to be tough with them, but come on, you go on freaking 8 gates mode to do Morning Peacock to him. That's just ridiculous, And then as you know, that blatantly defeated him. But I guess Rock Lee didn't take it too seriously for the fact that he used that swan lotus thingy, that little duck thing that's between his legs. That crap. I guess he didn't take it seriously. I guess I made Guy mad, and he ended up doing that or something. And so he's like, you need to take this thing more seriously. You need to, I'll give you a 1 week interval. If you can't beat me by then, you don't pass, and you're going back to Guinea. And I'm like, ow. You don't need to go back to Guinea. And he's just all shaking and stuff. I'm like, that's messed up. And so he was feeling down, and then Kakashi came by and he's like, I heard everything that happened and stuff. He's been really harsh on you, but that's how he is. He's always harsh on Rock Lee, and Rock Lee's kind of almost forgotten about that. And so Kakashi kind of gets his spirits back up. He's like, I'm gonna defeat Guy Sensei, but I need some help. And he ends up asking his teammates to help him. And so here comes the nice fight sequence, kind of not fight sequence, but training sequence with the three. And it was nice how they train together. His teammates are really helpful with him. He's really always trying to help him out. And so the only thing left is that he got his reaction time down pat, and he's really good. The only thing left he needs to do is counterattack that morning Peacock. And so they're trying to rack up their brains and trying to figure out what they're gonna do to stop this Morning Peacock. And so they did a little skit. And so the skit basically reveals that he needs to become a chicken, I guess. And because I didn't really understand the whole skit, but Negi's hair looked like a peacock, and then Rock Lee's hair looked like a chicken. And so I don't know. I think he's gonna do some chicken, freaking morning chicken or something. Morning chicken or something. I don't know. So basically it ends off right there. So the fight's gonna happen in the next part. So I'm looking forward to it. So let's go, part 2. Okay, second part here, and yeah, this one was so much funnier, and it took some of the serious tone away from it, and it was really good episode all together. Trying to pass their masters and stuff. So I really enjoyed this. So the battle is about to begin, and so Rock Lee's trying to show off his moves, and he had some new moves and some retarded moves. Freaking it was the octopus chips, and he's giving some guy loving it. He just starts eating it and crap like that, and everybody starts eating it. And then the funny thing is, Kakashi and Negi were all freaking analyzing the chips with their eyes. Like, really, they're wasting their energy on this stupid stuff. It's so funny. It was too funny. They're like, yeah, this is very, very good. And it has the little octopus things. I'm like, come on now, you really gotta do all that? Yeah, just eat them. And which what they were doing. So, they're eating all the chips and whatnot. He didn't counter the Morning Peacock at first. He got hit by it, and he's like, I'm sorry, guys. It's over. I'm done. But then he remembers the chicken. You remember the chicken in the skit that they did. He's like, wait a minute. I could be a chicken. So he actually does the morning chicken. I was really hoping that he did that. So he did the morning chicken, and so the morning chicken wakes up before the rooster, so he's actually faster. And so they end up the Morning Peacock versus Morning Chicken. Who will win? Rock Lee's Morning Chicken actually was a little bit faster, which gave him the upper edge in this fight, and boom, it hit Guy. And so Guy's like, wow, okay. He's kind of surprised. You got hit. And so but after he did that move, because he went into 8 gates mode, because he had to do that, otherwise, he's gonna be able to defeat the Morning Peacock in that kind of mode. So yeah, he ends up passing out because of the all the strain that he put on his body. And so he thought he failed and stuff, and so he was crying. He's like, I'm just gonna go back to Guinea, you know. He's gonna call me a big fool and stuff. And he started like, you know, to get a little emotional. I started feeling for him. Again, he's my favorite character. And it was a little sad, but then guys like, you know, you are a big fool, but you know that morning chicken was a really good move. You actually were faster than me at that point, and so you passed, but barely. You barely passed, but you're not passing me, but you barely passed. And so he's turning around. He's like, I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm like, oh. So, yeah, so that was basically it right there. And so, at the end of the episode, just retarded, they end up developing a new move called the morning fried chicken. I'm like, really? Really? That was stupid. But, Neji was watching the whole, them two fight in the chicken, outfits and stuff. And he's like, man, this sure is making me hungry. And so Tenzin comes, she has a bucket of chicken. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, can you give me some of that? Give me some of that. And so then they end up joining in on the fried chicken, you know, dance and whatnot. Like I said, it was dumb. And so I'm looking forward to the next episode, seeing what's going to happen. But also, is this the first time we see Sai in this episode? I mean, in this show so far? Because I don't believe I've seen him so far from what I've been watching. To me, I think it's the first time I've seen him, because he was always trying to make up nicknames for Guy and Rock Lee. So I was saying turd brows and stuff like that, and super turd brows. I'm like, what the heck? So I think it was the first time we've seen him in this whole show so far. So it was pretty interesting little thing going on in there. So yeah, like I said, it's a really good episode. What are your guys' thoughts on this episode of Rock Lee Springtime of Youth? Leave your comments below and tell me what you think. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more Rock Lee Springtime of Youth reviews. So yeah, this has been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.